freely and clearly, Mr. Bellamy.
Fine. We're done for now.
So I can go home now?
Yes, that voice you just heard right there is a powerful one, ladies and gentlemen. So powerful that she's been awarded Emmy Awards for her roles that she plays. So powerful that she's been referred to as a queen, Queen Noble. So powerful that she once on this show combined the basic fundamentals of hip-hop culture with classical music and created a gem that the world has never heard before, a new genre of music that sounds like this.
No.
Throw a beat on it.
Oh, no. Good fake. I was like, this is when it all turned away. Mi piace bello.
Yes, yes.
Wow, we're playing the whole thing.
DB, do the honors. Who we got in the studio with us today?
We have 2-time Emmy winner, 3-time SAG Award winner, 2-time Golden Globe nominee, Suzanne Crazy Eyes Warren on season 6 of Orange is the New Black, available now on Netflix. Please welcome Uzo Aduba.
Welcome back. Wow.
We fuck with you heavy, girl.
Oh my gosh, thank you.
Yeah, man. You ever play that freestyle back, over and over at home like I do?
No.
You don't? That's not what you're playing at home?
Never.
You never really?
Sometimes when I'm like really needing to stay awake.
Are you more critical of your singing or of your acting?
I don't know. Probably maybe the singing, both. I don't know. I guess both. I think that's part of the being an artist. It's self-criticism.
Yeah.
While simultaneously, also very glad.
Do you watch a lot of your work?
Not really.
You don't. So you don't watch Orange is the New Black?
No, to be honest.
What?
To be honest, I do watch it, but I have watched it. The last episode I saw was season 4, episode 10.
Okay. Yep.
And I've not seen any of season 5. I have not seen any of season 6. And I stopped because that was the year Pusey died. And I remember when we were making the show and that part of it, it really, the time we were living in, all of that, the cost was great in the making of it. And I remember what we were feeling, thinking, going through when we were shooting all of that. And so when I was watching it, I remember starting to feel those feelings again because I knew what was coming, and I was not yet ready because, Samira is my real life friend.
Yeah.
And now she doesn't work with us anymore. And I felt some kind of sadness about that. I was like, I'll watch this later. And then when you have your DVRs so full and you just it's overwhelming the number of things you have to get through. It's like, I can't now. How am I going to find time to watch 16 hours?
You won't do it, huh? Do y'all still stay in touch though? Because y'all were friends? Yeah,
absolutely.
Y'all hanging out the whole nine?
Absolutely. She lives she shoots, in Toronto, so we don't see each other as much. And same for people who've now moved to LA. I live in New York, so that can make it more challenging to see each other than when you were going to work and seeing each other every day and you're off at the same time so you can see each other. But I still see her.
You still see her. All right, well, it's good to see you. It's good to see you.
You too. I still see you.
Yes, absolutely. How you been doing, outside of work? What's been going on?
I've been great. I've been traveling. You guys, I've been traveling for at the start of this year, February. I went on a 2.5-month trip. I went to Argentina. I went to Antarctica.
And whoa.
I've always wanted to go to Antarctica.
Girl.
Was it a cruise?
No, you can't take cruises there.
Oh, maybe it was Alaska.
Arctic. Yes, the Arctic Circle. Antarctica in the South Pole.
I know someone who did, but I think it was Alaska.
Yes. You can take one up there, but you can't take a one down there.
Titanic.
Right, my bad.
Basically. It was amazing.
Was it?
Next level.
What was the wildlife like? Did you?
Okay, here's something crazy. So we got, you have guides that are, on the boat. You have to take all these classes and stuff. And they say you can't get within 5 meters of any of the wildlife because now they're going to become, they're territorial and they are afraid you're going to attack them. So they have to, they'll maybe defend themselves. But if you stop within 5 meters and they come to you, you're fine. And they said because there's no hunting, no food is allowed on the entire continent. Man doesn't live there. They don't inhabit Antarctica, and they've never been under threat by man. They don't even know to fear man.
They don't know to film. You said there's no food allowed on the entire continent?
None.
So
you can, unless you are like one of the few bases, like U.S. base there, research base, the Colombian research base, like they have whatever food they've stored there, but you can't bring a bag of chips on and just like
you can't
watch
inhabit.
and be like,
can't leave no McDonald's
so this
over
is Antarctica.
there.
Exactly.
No, you don't want to do that, man.
No.
You want to westernize Antarctica.
No.
Did you see? So, what made you go to Antarctica? Is my question. Like, I as a kid, I've always been fascinated with places like Antarctica. What made you do it?
I went because as a kid, I loved traveling, and I remember the first time I went to Nigeria, and it was like, I'm in a whole nother country, a whole nother continent. And the idea of that fascinated me, that there are people living around the world in a completely different way in which I live. And so I got this dream of going to every continent. And I had 3 travel dreams, going to every continent, every country, every state in the United States. And my first one was every continent. And so, the years are ticking on, and it's like I did Europe, Nigeria, and I've been to Africa. Danielle and I, my castmate, we went to Japan, whatever. We live in America. I'd gone to Brazil. And then maybe 3 years ago, I went to Australia. And all of a sudden, when the ticket was getting booked, it's like, oh my gosh, I'm going to Australia. And I was like, wait! Oh my gosh! It was like, I was like, that's 6.
That's 6. So
I got
one
like,
more to go.
And it's Antarctica, and then it became a thing that was a dream to now something that could become my reality.
Wow!
And I was like, I can do this.
Yeah.
And so from that day, when I knew I was going to to Australia, I decided, I am going to go to Antarctica.
Man, well, that's big. I like that. Yeah, you achieved that dream. Must have felt great once you arrived there, right?
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. And you're stepping on like the land, and I can't even describe to you anywhere in the world that is like it. I've never been anywhere. And picture an entire continent that is silent.
Ooh,
nothing.
I love that. I love
You
that.
go out in the boat,
Yeah.
they cut the motor, and there's not a sound. And all you can hear, and it can be miles away, are like avalanches. That's like snow falling. Nothing. There's not a sound because there's nothing there.
Wow, man.
It's
Uzo
crazy.
Aduba is here from Orange is the New Black.
So pardon my greediness, because I based everything and travel, hotels, everything based on food.
Yes.
So what did you do? Like, how did you eat? And like, how did this all work out? Like your stay in Antarctica.
Okay, so you live on the boat. It takes 2 days sail to get there. So you have to sail from the bottom of South America down to Antarctica. It takes 2 days, and they have basically, like, I've never been on a cruise, so I don't know if it's the same thing, but like a dining hall, basically.
Yeah.
Where, they
Okay,
have
like a
buffet
cruise.
and they have all the meals. They have time meals, and you eat on the boat, sleep on the boat.
If you could actually just live at one of the places that you visited, outside of New York, where would you be?
Nigeria, in the village specifically.
Oh, that's facts.
Yes, not in the city, because it's like as much. I mean, Lagos, Abuja, they are the spots, and hot, and I love going there, and it's a fun time and all of that. But when you go into the village, and it's again kind of that peace, the same thing. It's just everybody is chill.
Yeah.
So chill. It's when we get there. You realize kind of life, the things that we acquire and crave and want or think we want. It's like, oh no, we could just hang out on the porch and just talk all day. It's amazing.
What about is it the village is electricity and everything, right? I'm not being ignorant here.
No.
But right? Running water, everything.
Some people don't have, you know, there are people who do and do not have, but yes, the villages, like I was just there in March, you know, my mom and my aunt's house, yes, it has all of that.
And so would you go out in the bush and hunt for your meals?
No.
Okay, great. Uzo Aduba is here. You know her as Crazy Eyes from Orange is the New Black. If you're a fan, call us. You can talk with her directly, 888-742-3345.
Best life.
Like a while ago.
I'm not saying don't tell them, but hey, I'm just the queen. Don't mind me.
Go. My Little Pony, the movie. Queen Novo is here with the feedback. Uzo was just telling us some stories about
the rule of the wild,
the rule of the jungle, the law of the jungle, and you went on a safari as well, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So right after I left Antarctica, I went home to Nigeria. Then I went to East Africa and to the Serengeti.
Yeah.
And we went on safari. And it was the polar opposite of that experience of Antarctica, being there with the animals. So the guide there was telling us, you know, because we were trying to take pictures, and, you know, you have to move so slowly and just like snap, and they take off, these animals. And he was telling us that there, the laws are different. Like they're skittish to you because they have learned as they were young that man can kill from afar. And so they don't stay close. And then, you know, the lions, you don't really see them. You either see them doing a kill or you see them sleeping, like after a kill. You don't really just see them hanging out and walking around because they hide from man.
Yeah.
And he was telling us, you know, the laws of the jungle, that the lion is the king of the jungle, and they know they are. And the law that has been set up is if you're in your safari truck, you keep the door closed, we're cool. No problems. But the minute you open that door, game on.
You're lion food.
You're lion food, and they have the right to kill you.
Absolutely, man. We got Sharon on the line from Phoenix. Good morning, Sharon. How you doing?
It's like Florida.
Good morning. Good morning. So I just wanted to say, first of all, right now, I'm like, hello?
Yes.
Can you hear? Okay, so I breathe Orange is the New Black right now. I love your acting. You know, I just wanted to know, like, do you see yourself after Orange is the New Black is over? Could you see yourself still continuing to act as well as you do now? Or do you see yourself going on to other ventures?
I see it all, I guess, is the answer. I will try anything once, as anybody who knows me knows. I always will act. I love stories. I love telling stories. I love being in stories. That will always be a part of it. I definitely love, now I'm interested in the idea of helping to tell stories, not necessarily through my acting, but finding the way in which, like, I would love to tell a story through the way I see story. You know, that would be something I'm open to, and I will never stop being a storyteller. Where and how I tell that story, I don't know definitively.
Well, the way you talked about Antarctica and Africa, man, you definitely had me hooked. Like, you know, is that part of the reason why doing a character like Queen Novo appealed to you?
Doing something different. I loved the idea of. There's something interesting. I mean, you guys get to do it every day. You know, you're on radio where you communicate solely through your voice.
Yeah.
And that was a challenge and a test that I found exciting, that I can't use my body. I can't use my face. I can literally only use my voice to communicate what I'm trying to say, because there's an animated person up there doing, you know, or water or creature doing, you know, doing my action. And that was exciting, being able to take everything that I would normally put into my whole being and trying to find a way to translate that into your voice.
Is that what we do every day?
Yes.
It made it sound so great.
Theater of the mind.
I thought we were just talking shit. Damn.
Well, that too.
Oh, okay,
Please.
okay,
'Cause
okay.
Trust Queen Nova has some shade. To
Okay. All right. We're going to go to
She throws
Iowa. We got Chuck on the line from Iowa. Go
Chuck.
ahead, Chuck.
Chucky.
Hey, what's going on, family?
What's going on?
I like not a lot. I like to ask your guest. I do plan on watching The Orange, the New Black. Been hearing about it for years. We got Netflix, so I already said I'm going to invest my time and watch some of these things. Why should I watch it?
Why should he watch it? Okay, Chuck.
Sell me on it.
Fair question.
Yeah.
That is fair.
Sell you on it. I'll tell you why you should watch Orange is the New Black. There's nothing else like it on television. You know, it's the opportunity to see an array of women of color, different women of color, multiple women of color on one show, all doing different things. You've never seen people like this. You've never gotten to see, I think, a lot of women be able to tell stories like these that are gritty and real and raw and hard to tell, and it's for everyone. I think you should also watch it because a lot of the show addresses our culture and how we deal with the prison system and how our responsibility and our role in it. I've always said since the beginning of the show, it's never been about the crime of the inmates. I think it's about how we view the system and what we are doing about the system, you know, and I think that's powerful. You know, she's the creator of our show, Genji. She never comes out with like, and now you should do this. It's like, we lock people up who aren't guilty sometimes. How do we feel about that? What are we all doing? You know, people are being killed in these streets. What are we doing about that? You know, what is your action? And you find this entertaining, but we are not here for your entertainment.
Yeah.
That's the thing that I think that's powerful about it.
Chuck, what do you think of that, man? That's going to make you watch it?
Yes, sir. And
you're a
I'm
citizen.
going to echo you. I'm going to echo you, Sway. Keep going your story.
Okay, man. All right. I appreciate you, man. You're a citizen.
It's Sway in the morning.
Oh, wow, man. The time has flown by. Look at that. But before you go, and it's good to have you back, but we didn't get a chance to do this last time.
What?
No.
The mystery sack.
Go ahead and reach in.
Dig deep, dig deep.
Put your hands into Sway's sack.
That sounds gross.
It's Sway's mystery sack on Shade 45.
All right, Uzo Aduba is here. She says she'll try anything once.
Just one time.
Put your hand in my
You're
sack.
going to have to do this 3 times, though. Stick your hand in, pull out a question, one at a time, read it out loud, and you have to answer honestly.
Fair enough. Always. Describe the last porn you watched.
Oh, damn. Jesus. Wow.
Real Housewives of Beverly Hills.
There it is.
Question number 2.
I love
She
it.
went in.
Great. Yo, you watching that salaciousness. It's like that hardcore porn.
Yeah. What would your best friend say is your best quality? Listening.
Oh, I like that. Your answers sound great. Wow.
Last
You
one.
done like nice pregnant pause before?
Right.
I'm trying to think. I'm like, what would I say or what would they say?
Okay.
Okay, last one. How often do you secretly fart in public? More than you'll ever know.
All right, man. Give it up for our guest, Uzo Aduba. Crazy Eyes on Orange is the New Black. Continued success.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
You didn't fart right now, did you?
You'll never know.
Oh.